Hello friends, this is Tarang Sachdeva from Goa Institute of Management, and today I have with me a person who doesn't really need an introduction. He's the Executive Director of Reserve Bank of India, Mr. Gurumurthy Mahalingam. Hello sir.
Hi.
I welcome you to the Take 5, and let me tell all my guests here that he's somebody hailed as one of the most experienced and seasoned people in the industry when it comes to banking and finance. So the first question that comes to my mind, sir, you started as a probationary officer at State Bank of India in 1978, and it's been quite a journey. Now you're the executive director at the apex body, Reserve Bank of India. How has been the journey so far, and take us through the journey?
I think the journey has been pretty interesting for the reason that we have seen a variety of transformations which have taken place in the Indian banking scenario and the Indian banking landscape. One is, of course, the introduction of technology. I think I still remember the day when I first joined the bank. I think doing everything by way of pen and paper was the thing those days. But today, we find that pen and paper is hardly ever used. Everything is done at the click of a button. But then at the same time, we realize that the technology is not a kind of a unmitigated blessing. There could be problems out here, there could be risks out here, there could be operational aspects and all that. So this is something which we need to take care of. Skill building in banking industry, I think, has taken a real quantum jump today. We didn't have too much of skills in the banking industry at least about 30 years back. Today you find that you need specialization, you need skills, you need to really market your skills very well, and you need to be closer to the customer. I think these are changes which have come about, which have made transformational changes in the banking industry.
Okay, well, so you talked about transmission in terms of technology, skill development, and hence overall industry has evolved over the last few years. You've been associated with the apex body since last more than 30 years, or I say 35 years around. So what do you suggest? How much potential does the banking industry hold? And what are the roles that you would suggest the new generation to look into?
See, if you look at the potential of the Indian banking industry, I think we are still underbanked today.
Okay.
There are several parameters which describe this, what is the extent of underbankedness in India. But then if you look at again the nooks and corners of the country, the very fact that the financial inclusion as a drive has been taken up by Reserve Bank of India is a clear indicator that we need to spread the banking far and wide. That is one thing. So I would say the potential is absolutely unlimited. Okay. But when it comes to youngsters like you, I would say that there are areas in banking industry which you need to concentrate upon. Now one is, of course, while we progress, while we really reach out to the underbanked areas, the risk management is an area which we need to really focus very heavily on. So people have to have the skills of managing risk very effectively. We also need to look at the customer-centric areas because quite a significant percentage of our population is yet to be actually brought within the fold of the banking industry. And it's your marketing ability, your ability of reaching out to the last man in the village, which is going to really bring up the banking industry in a very big way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you talked about risk management. So we have seen the Euro crisis, the Great Depression, we have seen the financial meltdown, American, as in the economy going down. But over the years, we have seen that the business schools are unable to produce, maybe they are not able to produce the great managers. If that's something that we need to look into, so what would you suggest? Probably a curriculum change or something that we should bring?
Let me put it this way. I think it's not really that we don't have good managers that has brought about the crisis. Okay. There are systems and controls which we need to constantly upgrade, which we need to constantly refine. So that is something which is being taken care of by the international regulators today under the coordination of the Bank for International Settlements, where we are constantly working at upgrading the systems. When it comes to actually as far as the curriculum of the business schools is concerned, to bring it closer to the banking industry, I think you need to really talk to what is really the ground level problems in the banking industry today. You have to bring those problems right in front of the people in the classroom situation. You need to make a lot of case studies out of it. You need to discuss it. You need to find out solutions. You need to go back to the banks and find out whether these solutions are going to work. So which means I already got quite a bit of hint today when I was talking to quite a few students that the case study approach is a very important approach which is practiced. I am very happy to learn about it. I think this is something on which more emphasis will definitely help you.
Well, thank you for your feedback for the talk as well, sir. You talked about upgradation. Now, at Goa Institute of Management itself, we have had a great push for infrastructure. When I talk about the Society of Finance on campus, be it our student investment fund, So there are a lot of initiatives that the college is already taking when it comes to the management. Anything specific that you would like to tell us, because you have also been a part of other B schools, you go to business schools, and I'm sure you must have seen things happening across the globe at B schools. So anything specific that you would like to point out that we should look into?
I don't have anything particular in mind, because the way I heard about the initiatives that are taken in this business school, I find that you are bringing about a well-rounded development of the student, which is really what is sought for. I would say that from that perspective, I think you are doing a great job in this business school.
Okay.
Always there is a scope for improvement. I would say that you need to, I mean, I am not again an academician to give you suggestions on this. I would say the suggestions should be better received from an academician who is more renowned. I am just definitely not renowned in the field of academics. But from what I hear and the way I interacted with the students today, I felt this school is developing students on the right track, and people are, the potential is getting discovered actually.
Okay, and I'm sure that will be a greater push for the management itself to get such a feedback. So thank you so much for that. My last question to you, as I always ask, your message to the leaders of tomorrow at Goa Institute of Management and other business schools in India.
I think the most important message today is, number one, doing good business in an ethical way.
Okay.
I think that is something which is very important for India, because in the milieu, in the environment in which we are living today, I always get a feeling that the talent and the potential in India doesn't get recognized because of certain problems associated with the social fabric where corruption is very much deeply entrenched. So I would say you youngsters should really hold the light for the future in terms of running business on good, fundamental, nice ethics. I think that is going to show the way for India to go forward, and I think that will open up unlimited potential.
So I guess the key takeaways for all the youngsters would be there is huge potential. All you need to do is execution with ethics.
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect, sir. That's all for today, and it has been a pleasure hosting you at the Take 5. And thank you so much for valuable time.
Thanks a lot, Karan. It has been a great time. I think I've been spending about 3 hours here. It has been fantastic.
Thank you so much again for your time, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching us. We'll see you again. Thank you.